Well, there you have it, folks. There's the address from public address announcer Thad Swanson. We're about to get underway for playoff hockey here at Shields Arena on the Farmers Union sheet. We've got the Diplomats taking on the Riptide in the semifinals here. First of a two-game set tonight. After this, we got a dangerously handsome Sea Crates team taking on an old and decrepit Reavers team. Sorry, John, but I still love you. Play underway now. Riptide in the offensive zone. Booted out by Paul Audette. Floyd trying to work it free. He does. Spinning towards the net. Turned over back the other way by Bjorl. Out to neutral ice where Oakes recovers. Sends it near side looking for Quinnett. Petersburg works that puck free. Hunt driving the net. A shot by Petersburg rattles around the boards all the way back down to the Riptide end. Hustling after it is Whelan, worked around the boards here. Riptide control, they set up back through center, trying to get it to Petersburg. Floated now to Kiefer, offensive zone. Ben Kiefer driving the net, he shoots in a big old save from Goff. You can see him down there in the Diplomats end in a bright white jersey, like brand new, fresh out of the laundromat. I think I can smell it. The Febreze from up here even or whatever. Actually, it even looks like it's got some fabric softener or something to it. It's looking good. Face off away. It bounces to the far wing side. Tip back to center by Slett. Kari back to get it for the Riptide. Behind his own net, he sets up here. Pressured by Slett. Kari heads through center ice now with 13:46 still to go on the clock. Flushed to the corner by Sievertson. Centering pass, trying to get it up front, but no one can get a stick on it. Steinbach has to go back to grab it out of the Riptide zone one more time. Pressured by Slett. Steinbach through center. It's bounced back the other direction. Kiefer recovers. Near side for Steinbach. Back for Kari. Trying to get it over the line, but a good poke there by Olsen breaks that up. Back to center, Leisering. Kruger trying to work it free. He does, getting it across to Olsen, but it's taken away by Bjorl, who works it forward to the captain, Joe Malloy. Not only is he the captain, but he's my neighbor. Joe Malloy off the near side wing as we're down to 13 minutes. Offensive zone here, shot on, and Goff swallows that up with the blocker. So face-off coming up to his right, 12:55 still to go here. Period number 1. And like I mentioned earlier, we're on the Farmers Union side of the ice tonight, so that means we're on Wi-Fi. So let me know if you got any audio-visual quality issues in the chat or if things are coming through just fine. Let us know, and we can troubleshoot if we need to. Whelan's out of the corner here, works it forward to Floyd. It's turned over for Malloy. Malloy trying to get it to Hunt, but a good stick from Floyd breaks that up. Dumped in now by Bjorl for the Riptide. Goff out to play it. He'll set it up here. Taken away by Oakes, chased behind the net by Hunt. Wrapped up the wall. Bjorl pinching, getting to that one. Tipped back to center, though, by the Diplomats. Player on the boards. Goff again out to set it up. Burnett steps in, tries to get it up the wing for Audette. Knocked down. Stepping in to support is Oakes. Off an angle, he finds Floyd. Back to center we go. An outlet pass doesn't quite connect with Audette. Instead, it's into the corner. 12 minutes to go here. Period number 1. Puck loose behind the Riptide net. Both teams battling for it. It finally squirts up the near side boards where Leisering has it. Or excuse me, Petersburg. He powers up ice. Weaving through one defender. Out front, he's got Hunt. Near side corner. Schuler works it all the way around. Hunt here. Doing battle with Oakes. The puck squirts free. Right out front is Schuler. He scores. Centering pass from the corner. I think Leisering was the one who sent it. And Schuler finds the back of the net for the first goal of the night. That goes to the Riptide, and it comes at 11:31 here in period number 1. A first period that is brought to you by Fargo Nerd Night. It's like a TED Talk with beer. 3 speakers present whatever they nerd out about while the audience drinks along. Check them out on, what month are we in? May 16th. at 7 p.m. in the cellar below the Front Street Tap Room or at fargo.nerdnight.com. That's nerdnight.com. Be there or be square. Kruger dances at the blue line. He's got a delay to avoid the offside. That allows the Riptide to poke it back into the offensive zone. Back to get it, Sievertson working around the boards. Prochnow gets a stick on it. That allows Kari to hold. Kari a shot, but easy glove save for Goff. Well, he had that look in his eye like he might have played it out. Instead, we get a whistle. Face-off coming up now in the Diplomat zone. Back to center we go. Yoralt will play it off the glass right in front of public address announcer Thad Swanson. Olsen frees up this puck for the Diplomats. Chips it to center for Kruger. Kruger connects on the pass. Yoralt back. Kruger weaving. Kruger on a backhander. He shoots. Big save by Neeson as it goes to the point here. It trickles back to center. Here's Steinbach with speed. Josh Steinbach in. Josh Steinbach shoots and a save from Goff. He squeezes the pads. Oh dear. Oh boy. It stayed off the line, and look at a face-off coming up to the right of Rob Goff. 10:23 still to go, period number 1. So a couple chances each way for both teams on that last shift. Kruger with a breakaway opportunity into the Riptide zone, and Steinbach with a breakaway the other way, but both goaltenders up to the challenge. Play underway to the near side boards. Both teams trying to work it free. It kicks into the corner. Cole Haast back to get this. He sets up now. Looking for an outlet. He'll play it up the wing. Yoralt holds at the point. His shot on block by Floyd. Now Schuler out front to drive and saved by Goff. I know that was screened out front by Leisring, but I don't know if he got a tip on it or not. At any rate, face-off coming up now in the Diplomat zone. 10 minutes here on the clock, period number 1. Here's Bjorl trying to work his way in. Wheeland with a stick check. Knocks the puck away. To the point for Malloy now. He'll play it up the boards and around. Oakes almost intercepts this. Finally comes away with it. Trying to lever it out of the zone. Having to work through a couple sticks there. He'll play it back to Quinnett. Quinnett now near side for Floyd. Chased down by Bjorl to let that one go. That allows Hunt to get it. He doinks it off of Floyd's shin pads. And back to center we go here. Both teams battling at the center red line. Tipped ahead, looking for Floyd on the angle. Malloy able to knock it away. Kruger steps in for a loose puck. Out of the corner now. Floyd has shot, but it's off the skate of Neeson. Near side corner, another shot. Puck trickles away. Malloy able to alertly get it to center. And here's Petersburg with some room. Out of the corner, Petersburg working towards the net. He shoots, he scores! On a nice little backhand. There's Petersburg with a goal. And that's going to make it Riptide 2. Diplomat 0. Time of the goal on that one, 9:05 in period number 1. Face off from center. Here's the Diplomats poking it ahead. Kruger gets it in the offensive zone. It's flagged down by Schuler. To center we go. Quinnett weaves around one stick, not two though. Kari separates the puck. Head up, he looks up ice for a pass. Schuler on the far wing. Trying to work around Oakes, but Oakes able to hold the line. Diplomats set up here now with 8.5 to go, period 1. It's going to be an icing call. So that'll take us back to the Diplomats end. And that'll give us an opportunity to tell you about Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. There's a shot from Slett, sticked away by Neeson. Forward now for Steinbach. Into the offensive end. Here's Josh Steinbach with a drive. Blocked by Haast. To the far wing it goes. Flagged down here by Oakes. He weaves through a couple sticks. The puck slides off his tape though. And Slett will poke it ahead. Oaks offensive zone out of the corner. Spins away from pressure, but the puck hops over his stick. Riptide try and get it to center. They do, but it's cut down by Haast. Right back for Slett. Offensive zone. Diplomats near corner. Right out front, but taken away by Kari, and he'll play that up the wall, held by Haast. Haast tries to work it up ice, but there's 3 powder blue jerseys in front of him, and that'll allow the Riptide to control. Now Kiefer, near wing, trying to work around Whelan. Kiefer in, puck slides off his stick. Leisring tries to get it free. Levering at it is Sievertson. On the puck tipped back to center, Malloy and Floyd will have to race this one down. That'll be another icing call, taking us back to the Diplomats zone. So 7:11, the time of the whistle on that. So far on this one, 2 for the Riptide, 0 for the Diplomats, but they've had their chances. They've had a couple opportunities, and so far Neeson been good. Oh, a dog? Guys, I don't know. This is not a drill. There's a dog right near us in the broadcast booth, and it is just the goodest boy. I think it's some kind of lab mix, like a lab mixed with another lab. I think it's 2 labs. Faceoff is away. Malloy has it. Far wing side out of the corner. He's watched by Floyd. Puck squirts off his tape. Haast near wing now. Trying to play it up ice. Taken away though by Hunt. He evades one defender. Centering up front. Looking for Petersburg. Petersburg a drive, but blocked by Sievertson. D to D. Here's Bjorl now with some room. Puts a shot on. Blocked by Haast. Rebound loose. And there's Hunt, I think, got that one. He did. Top shelf there for Hunt after a misdirection. Initial shot from the point hit off, I think, a Diplomat and bounced free to Hunt, and he wasted no time with it to make it now Riptide 3, Diplomats 0. Still 6:35 still to go, period number 1. Faceoff is away. This one poked back to center, a little all the way down. It should be an icing, and it is. So faceoff coming back now to the Riptide end. Both teams will get set for the draw. Puck rattles up the boards and around. Cornette hustling after it, but Hunt and Schuler chasing him from behind. Goff out to get this one to clear it out of harm's way. Into the corner we go one more time. Centering up front, Schuler a drive. Blocked out front. I think Kruger got a piece of that one. Into the corner now. To the point, Kiefer up the boards. Tries to get it around, but it's blocked initially. Finally, it wraps around behind the net. Oaks has this as he sets up here. Near wing side for Floyd. Charging through center, a 3-on-2. His hard shot, blocker saved by Neeson. Puck loose out front, bounces to Neeson, and he'll scoop that up for a whistle. So no opportunities on the rebound, says Chris Neeson. Face-off coming up to his left. 5:36 still to go, period number 1. Both teams line up for the draw. Official doing some positioning. Face-off is away. It's on net to Neeson, and he'll cover that for another whistle. Face-off is away. Shot on, bounces up and into the safety netting. So we'll do it again. Coming to the left of netminder Chris Neeson. 5:29 still to go, period 1. Golfed on net. It's off the post and out. Cleared to center. This one goes all the way down. It should be an icing on Malloy. Haast hustling after it to get the whistle, and it is. Face off all the way back to the Riptide zone. 5:19 still to go, period number 1. teams battling for this face-off. It comes loose to the point. Shot out front, tipped away by Malloy. He'll bang that hard off the boards and around. Held by Haas. No, it's skipped back to center. Here's Leisering, 2-on-1. Leisering in. He's got Pronch now in. Steinbach trailing. Shot save. Goff into the corner. Centering, but it's stolen away by Whelan. He gets it up ice quickly for Slett, and it's 3-2 back the other way. Slett trying to work around one defender, but a good poke check from Bjorl breaks that up. Now Steinbach, offensive zone for the Riptide. Looks for an angle there. His shot a bit wide. It rattles around the boards. Audette flicks it towards the blue line, but not out. It's dumped right back in by Kari. Chased down out of the corner by Haast. Moved out front, but it's recovered by Sievertson. Outlet pass blocked. Finally tipped back to center by Haast. Slett recovers, gets it up for Haast. Haast weaving through one defender, trying to get a shot away, but a good stick from Kari breaks that up. Now out of the corner. Down low for Audette. Diplomats looking to cycle here, but it's taken away by Kari. Headed up ice. Tyler Kari. 3-on-2, offensive zone. Kari weaving, trying to pull it in front of the net, but not forced into the corner by Oakes. Now Steinbach recovers the puck. Tries to get it up front. Comes free to Petersburg. A shot there is wide. Hard off the end boards. Loose on the side of the net. And we'll get a whistle here as the puck is lodged in the side of the net. So both teams using that opportunity to change some skaters, get some fresh legs out on the ice. 3:52 still to go, period number 1. Yeah, I hear you in the chat there, FMA superfan Ron. It would be good to pan down to the dog. I don't think we can do it, though. I don't think the camera, like, it's locked in its position, so I don't think it'll pan. I think maybe I can tilt it down during the intermission. I don't know. I'll have to futz with it. At any rate, back in the offensive zone. Here's Leisring from behind the net. Now, Schuler, near wing side. Kiefer back out front looking for Petersburg, but it's blocked away by the Diplomats. Kruger works it near boards for Floyd. He just puts a shot in. It's off Hunt's shin pad and careens around the corner. Kruger fights this one free out of the far corner, spinning away from a couple defenders, centering, puck loose, but it's taken away by Schuler, and the Riptide head back up ice. Schuler will gain the blue line and dump this one in. Hunt has it. To Petersburg, now for Schuler, trying to get it out front, but it's blocked by Oakes. He steals the puck away, heads up ice, trying to find Floyd, but the pass angle didn't quite work out. The Riptide had it fairly well defended. Instead, it's dumped in by the Diplomats, worked up the boards by the Riptide now. Petersburg through center, Hunt with him. Petersburg in, a drive, it's a bit wide. Maybe that's one of those shots you're just looking for the goalie to make a pad save and it kicks the rebound out front to your guy crashing the net. And at any rate, that's not how it works out. And we're back into the Riptide zone as Bureau looks to clear, almost runs out of time as he's forechecked by Slett. Sievertson plays this up the boards, back to center. Whelan setting up here as we're down to 2 minutes remaining here, period number 1. Riptide work this into the zone. Kari weaving. Kari puts a shot on, but it's blocked out front by Quinnett. Loose after hitting the glass, and Goff will alertly get a glove on that for a whistle. So this one is away. A shot from Leisering off a skate and careening into the far corner, chased down by Audette. Head up, he tries to get it to center, looking for Whelan. Whelan works it free. With Slett, Audette trailing. A shot from Whelan off the post. Rattles around the boards from behind the goal. Slett able to cut that one down, send it the other way. Audette chasing after it. Keeper working it free. Getting it ahead to Pronch now, but it's just past his stick. Instead, it's Sievertson right from center. And fanning on the initial one. He finally gets it dumped into the zone. Slett hustling after it. Kiefer able to separate the angle. Up the boards, Haas towards the net, tipped in. Oh, nice pad save there by Neeson. That had a chance to go 5-hole. Here's a narrow angle shot from Whelan. Puck loose, Whelan out front again. He shoots, and another save. It's into the corner. Here's Pronch now, up the boards, trying to get it out. Instead, it's recovered by Slett. working it back for Wheeland as we're down to 1 minute in period number 1. Kiefer sends it back to center. Steinbach with speed, hustles after it. Sievertson first to it, though. Steinbach trying to work it free. He does. He gets it back out front. No one there for it. And this one turned over. Malloy with a loose puck. Sends it rinked wide. 36 seconds. As Schuler tries to recover this one. Instead, it's the other way for Kruger with Floyd. And a poke check there by Bjorald breaks that up. Here's Malloy back the other way. 27 seconds. A drive from Malloy. Gloved away by Goff. It's off the end boards. Played up. Floyd trying to get it to center, but a stick lift from Steinbach able to hold the zone for the Riptide. This one sent back to center where Malloy's got it. 12 seconds left on the clock. Malloy trying to run down some time. He'll forward it to Leisring. 6 seconds as Leisring works his way into the corner. He'll float one towards the net. Goff forced to, Goff will play this one out to run the time off the clock. And there we are. Through 1 period anyway. It's Riptide 3, Diplomats 0. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with period number 2 after this. Hey, can I pet your dog? Your dog. Can I pet your dog? Without leaving your post. John was wondering if somebody's going to open up one. In other news from the sporting world, Ellen Portal wins the show. Yeah, bunk up with another team. Yep. With the secrets. Yeah, well, you guys just see the lockers. Monica Swartz second, Nancy Lopez. Interesting start to this game. Yeah, I didn't think. Looking like it's starting to get chippy at the end. Really? I don't know. Looks like Wheeland's getting pretty frustrated. Oh, yeah. It's funny because he's the first guy of like, well, that guy threw an elbow in here. He hit me with a stick, or he did this thing. And it's like, flipping over. And then he'll be the first guy to like turn and whack two-handed with his stick on someone else's stick. It's not yeah, like people are like, it's still a contact sport. The whole point is we just don't want you guys railing each other. Yep. Don't do anything that's unnecessary. Incidental contact that happens. All right, folks, we're back. We got period number 2, 15 minutes up on the clock. Riptide up by 3, and during that intermission, I got to pet the dog. It was great for me. I definitely confirmed it's some kind of lab. Anyway, back to live action. Riptide into the offensive zone here now, period number 2. Shot blocker saved by Goff. Floyd tries to tip it out, but it's held by Kiefer. He works his way into the corner, getting it out front. Kruger, he'll alertly get that forward and out of trouble. Near wing side, Olsen tries to work this over the center red line. Kiefer able to cut down the angle. It squirts free now for Kari. Kari driving his way in. Shot on, saved by Goff. He's got it pinned under the old pillows for a whistle. Face-off coming up now, 14:20 still to go. Face-off out of the Diplomats zone. Official doing some positioning. Puck is away. It's to the point. Bjorald has it. Puts a shot across the bow of Goff. There's Malloy holding the line. Instead, it's doinked out by Audette. Bjorald will have to go back to get that. Laying it forward. Oakes intercepts. Reading the pass well. Driving towards the net. Here's Billy Oakes. He shoots. He scores! It's Billy Oakes after a turnover. And I think that's going to be unassisted. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. At any rate, it's one on the board now for the Diplomats. We've got a 2-goal game. It's Riptide 3, Diplomats 1. Time of the goal, 14:01, period number 2. Face-up is away. Malloy steams ahead with it. Weaving through, getting it backside for Hunt. What an effort there by Malloy to sell the move. Back to center. Schuler tries to turn this over. Instead, it's Slett. Here's Slett the other way out to get it. Is Neeson. He stacks the pads. Chris Neeson cutting down the angle on that one. And we'll get a stoppage here as Slett collects himself. Tried to pull the puck around and get around Neeson. He lost the edge and took a little bit of a tumble, but he's back to his feet. He's headed back to the bench. And we'll get a face-off coming up now, I would presume, from center ice. No, the official's pointing down to the Diplomat zone. That's where the play stopped, so it makes sense that's where the play should resume. 13:38 still to go here, period number 2. Face-off is away. It warbles to the blue line, held in by Kiefer. He'll play it up the boards. Out of the corner now, Ben Kiefer centering. The attempt to block, puck back on his stick. Out of the point for Kari. Kari spinning and lasering one for Leisring. Leisring fires. Glove save by Goff. He knocks it down. Rebound loose to the corner. Picked up by Sievertson. He chips it up the boards, looking for Floyd, but it's held nice pinch by Kiefer. Out of the corner now, Leisring. Getting it around. Steinbach will whack it back the other way. Leisring near side corner. Kyler Tari driving the slot. Shot out front by Pronchnau is a bit wide, and the Diplomats try and clear it. It's blocked down by Steinbach, and Whelan will play it around the boards. Kyler Tari is like Kyler Tari, but like the alternate universe version or something. I don't know how that's supposed to work. At any rate, Whelan is shot. He hits the post. Wide right. Shot on. Another save by Neeson, and that one golfed in. Finally, Whelan gets that one in, and now, oh boy, we got a 1-goal game here, folks. Time of the goal on that one, 12:35, and I think it was the captain, Jaden Whelan, who got that one in. Oh my, I'm being told by the guys in the truck that it was James Floyd on the goal. We'll wait for the call from public address announcer Thad Swanson. He's the man with all the facts. I don't know, sit up here and make presumptions and whatever. There it is. Floyd credited with the goal. Diplomats play the puck around the boards here. Taken away by Petersburg. Played towards the net. Blocked by Kruger. Now into the corner. Schuler working it free. Played up ice. Slett has this one. Plays it off the boards and around for himself. Hunt will cut down the angle, though. Slett able to get control of it and send it back into the offensive zone. Kruger frees this one up. He drives the net. He shoots. Blocker saved by Neeson. Puck loose. And Malloy, my neighbor, steps in to push it under the pads of Chris Neeson for a whistle. Face-off coming up now with 11:55 still to go, period number 2. Face-off is away. Both teams battling for it behind the Diplomats' net. Puck bouncing up in the air. Neither team able to really get control of it. Finally, it's worked free here by Quinnett. He heads up ice, getting it far wing side for Slett. There's Slett into the offensive zone. A shot there, hard but high over the net. It crashes off the end glass back to the blue line. The Diplomats try and poke it out. Slett comes away with this one, able to get a shot away, but not full power as he's tied up a bit by Malloy. That'll allow Neeson to put a glove on it for a whistle. Face-off coming up now to his right with 11:16 still to go, period number 2. Face-off is away. It bounces up the boards back to center. Dumped back in. The Diplomats will have to tag up to avoid the offside. That's going to allow the Riptide with time to set up. Floyd intercepts a pass. A shot, pad save, Neeson. Rebound to the corner. Floyd working towards the net. It careens through the crease, near wing side now. Floyd frees this one up. Sent right back in. Kari trying to work this one back to center. Almost finding Petersburg, but Haas able to knock it down. Now keeper steps up to the loose puck, heads through center. Offensive zone, but just a touch offside. So face off coming up here. Face off coming up from center ice. 10:32 still on the clock. Period 2. Face-off is away. It's one to the point by the Riptide. Bjoralt will have to go back to get it. Wieland working it free. No, Bjoralt poking it over the line. Back to center. All the way back for Haas. He sets up here. Looks for Audette on the far wing. Instead, it's Floyd near wing side. Off the back of his stick, it bounces free into the far corner. Malloy trying to get to this one. Wieland trying to work it free with a foot. Finally forced back out of the corner, and back to center we go. Sievertson puts on the brakes to send it back in. Diplomats have to tag up to avoid the offside. This one read by Haas. He tries to work it free, fumbling through Kruger. And Kruger comes away with the puck, tries to work his way into the offensive zone. He does. One defender to beat. Kruger in, getting it back door for Slett. He scores! Slett scores on a nice dish from Kruger after he made a couple moves around a couple defenders. And, oh boy, we're all tied up at 3. Who would have thunk it? I mean, we started out tied, so it's not like we haven't been here before. And, so on the one hand, you got 3 Riptide goals unanswered, all of a sudden followed by 3 Diplomat goals. And we're back to live action. 9:46, the time of the goal. Keeper, far wing side, tries to work it right up front for Hunt. Instead, it's blocked away by the Diplomats' defense. Into the corner we go, poked away by Goff. Hunt still trying to battle it free, knocking it into the near side corner. Cornette steps up to collect this. Played up the boards for Slett. It's all the way around. Slett should beat the icing. Instead, Neeson's going to dive on it to get a whistle. No chances taken here. So face-off coming up now with 9:06 still to go, period number 2. Face-off worked ahead, looking for Hunt. Cornette chasing it down out of the corner, played up the boards. It'll trickle back to center. Bjorald pressured will work it back into the offensive zone. Cornette with some time sets up here. Back for Bjorald. Tipped back to center. Working it for Tyler Kari. Offensive zone. Kari a drive. Big glove save by Goff, and will get a whistle. Face-off coming up now out of the Diplomats zone. 8:34 still on the clock here, period number 2. Face-off is away. Malloy a drive, and another glove save by Goff. But I don't know, that one might have gone high and over the net, but at any rate, it looked cool. Style point. 8.5 still to go, period 2, as we get set for the draw. It'll be Wieland and Petersburg. Tipped ahead by the Diplomats. Picked out of midair by Oakes, keeping the momentum forward. Billy Oakes in with a shot that's a bit wide. It rattles around the boards. Audette gets a hold of it, working it towards the net. Instead, it's back the other way as Schuler recovers a loose puck. Through center, here come the Riptide. Schuler weaving, delaying, put the shot on, but right into the breadbasket of Goff. And that'll get us a whistle. Face-off coming up now. 8:09 still to go, period number 2. Oh my God. Sorry, I wish we had a way to censor stuff on the audience because I didn't mean to curse, but I also didn't mean to see any of what I'm seeing back here in the broadcast booth. This is highly. It's something. It's distracting. So remember earlier, fans, when I was telling you about this dangerously handsome Secrets team, this is exactly what I was talking about. Was these,
Magnum PI before he was Magnum PI.
it's something else. There's a shot on. There's a save by Neeson. It's sort of Canadian tuxedo / cowboy hats / mustaches / sunglasses. It's just a lot to process. All right, I gotta focus. I'm putting the blinders on. There's Leisring out of the corner. 7.5 still to go. Period number 2. Work to the point for Kari. Kari weaving around a defender, but Severson able to knock it loose. Whelan collects this one behind his own net. Kiefer now walking in. Kiefer, a lot of room. He puts a shot on. It's over the net, hard off the end boards. Collected here by Petersburg, trying to get it towards the net. Blocked by Severson, though, up the boards. Not once, but twice Severson fighting it free. And we'll get a trip on that. Yes, delayed call coming. There's Floyd working his way in, all alone, trying to get possession of this. He'll flick it back for Wheeland. Wheeland still holding it for the moment, but the Riptide finally touch up, and that'll get us a penalty. I think it's Steinbach getting called on the trip. So it'll be a Diplomats power play coming up for the next minute 30. Time of the penalty, 6:56 in period number 2. And this will be the first special teams chance we've had in this game. We'll see if the Diplomats can't use it to get a goal. Maybe build some momentum. Of course, the Riptide, a good penalty kill always builds a little bit of momentum too. At any rate, Riptide send this one all the way down. That'll eat up some time on the penalty. 1:11 still to go on the penalty as the Diplomats set up their center, turned over. Petersburg works it back for Bjorld. Bjorld will send it down for Petersburg. Petersburg offensive zone, eating up some time. They'll try and head back the other way, but it's taken away by Olsen. Working it for Kruger off a skate, though, not a stick. Recovered by Bjorld, and he'll send that all the way down. Recovered here by Oakes as he sets up. 45 seconds left on the penalty. Billy Oakes up ice for Kruger. Rink wide, Slett. Here he is, offensive zone. Trying to work around Bjorl. Puck slides free. Slett out of the corner. Puck knocked away, though. Schuler's got this one. He'll doink it off the boards. Back to center. Petersburg trying to work it free. Chased by Oakes. A hard shot off the glass and around. 20 seconds now as Kruger works this rink wide for Quinnett. Quinnett up ice into the offensive zone, driving the net. Here's Troy Quinnett in. Delays. Oh, and the puck slides off his stick as he tries to pull it to a backhand. Oakes now from the point, wide of the net. Around the boards it goes all the way back to center. 6 seconds left on the penalty. The Diplomats will have to set up here, and that's going to expire time on the penalty. Back to 5 aside as Steinbach is out of the box. Oakes sends this one in. He'll go off for a change. Schuler out of the corner, plays it ahead, looking for Malloy, but it's a little bit long. No icing, says the official. Severson will sweep it around the boards. Haas tries to poke it out. Instead, it's knocked right back in by Leisring. Here's Audette from center, setting up. Turned over, though. Kiefer back for Kari. Under 5 minutes to go, period number 2. Played ahead, Pronch now. Through center, Leisring tries to find it out of his skates, but he's a bit too early. Pronchnell was thinking there was going to be an off cycle. I thought there was going to be 2, and then there wasn't, and then there was, and here we are. Face off now from center, 4:40 still to go, period number 2. Still tied up at 3. The Diplomats finally realized they only had 4 on the ice. Now up to 5. Here's Kari, rink wide, looking for Kiefer. Bounces off his skate, forward, taken away by Whelan. Trying to find Slett at center ice. It rolls free, and Neeson will get a glove on that for a whistle. So, face-off coming up now out of the Diplomats offensive zone. 4:25 still on the clock. Puck into the corner. Kari plays it off the glass and forward. Steinbach weaving through one defender. It's a 3-on-2. Steinbach with speed, offensive zone, puts a shot on, he shoots, he scores! Josh Steinbach with a laser of a shot, and that's going to break the tie. That's going to make it now Riptide 4, Diplomats 3. Time of the goal on that one, 4:10 of period number 2. There's Joe Malloy in, spinning, finding Hunt. Puck loose, a shot, and I think Goff is on top of that. No, he's got it in his armpit. Oh, that's a heck of a move. So, whistle here, face-off coming up with 4:01. From behind the net, it's wrapped around the boards, looking for Sled. It's intercepted, though, towards the net. Pad save Goff, cleared away by the Diplomats defense. Petersburg supports, getting it up the wing for Bjoralt. Bjoralt weaving, spinning, back to the point. Petersburg a drive, blocked by Sled. It comes free to Quinnett. Pokes it ahead, but held at the blue line by Malloy. Malloy driving the net now, pass a little bit behind him. He spins, he shoots. Oh, it's just wide. Here's Slett setting up now, working at the center. Offensive zone, Olsen driving the net. Out front, looking for Olsen. It's blocked away by Bjoralt. He'll poke it up ice. Trying to get a breakout pass there, but no one's available. And 3, oh boy. No, sorry, 2. Never mind. There's a shot on, it's off of Neeson and up into the safety netting, so. Oh, whistle coming up here. Face up with 3:02. I don't know if you picked that up on the mic. I hope it did. Schuler and I can't remember who else collided and nearly collided. It was nearly a 3-way collision, but anyway, none of it was intentional. It was just two people turning at the same time, and you look up and oh shoot, there's a guy. And same team even. I thought it was the same team, and then I saw somebody else get up. Anyway, the guys in the truck tell me it was friendly fire collision, and Schuler got back up and said, "Boy, that was scary." And then I laughed. So, you got me, Devin Schuler. You got me. There's Tyler Kari racing into the offensive zone. He puts a shot on, saved by Goff, and that one bounces way back up to the slot. Poked around the boards by Kiefer. Sent back the other way by Sievertson. Haas works it up the far wing. Held in by Schuler. He'll dump it in and go off for a change. Sievertson tries to get this back to center. It's picked out on midair, though, by Petersburg. Kiefer almost works his way into the zone. Instead, the puck squirts free to Goff, and he'll put a glove on that for a whistle. Face-off coming up now. 2:17 still to go, period 2. Face-off is away. It's wrapped around the boards by Ost. Sleddy trying to work it in. Taken away, though, by Steinbach. Up ice. Held in by Kruger. Near wing side. Kruger trying to work it free. Back to center. Sievertson dumps it off the boards and in. Taken away, though, by Malloy. He finds Leisering on a stretch pass. Tipped off the heel of his skate. His stick. He'll hustle after it. Cronk down working it towards the net. Intercepted, though, by Sievertson. Played up the boards. Malloy gets a little piece of it anyway, enough to hang on to it and dump it back in. Goff out to get it. He'll tee it up for Haas. 1.5 to go, period 2. Haas clearing attempt, blocked by Whelan. Oh, another friendly fire there. Haas gets this up the boards back to center. No icing, says the official. Tipped on the way in and doesn't have enough steam anyhow. Whelan gets a hold of this one. Works it. Tries to get it across Fraudette, but it's off a skate and trickles to Neeson, who puts a glove on it for a whistle. 1:16 still to go, period number 2. Face up is away. Here's Oaks. Putting a shot on, save Neeson. That one looked like it was going to go in 5-hole, but Neeson able to see it all the way from the point. Now down low, Slett trying to work it free. Watched by Kari. Calling for it is Oaks at the point. He gets a handle on it. Shot away. Blocked out front, I think. Less than a minute to go now, period 1. Kiefer gets a handle on a loose puck. Worked up the boards. Held by Oaks. Puck works back down low. Tyler Kari has it. He'll send it up ice all the way down. Not on net. It bounces loose out front. And a shot there from, oh, who got that? Hunt? And you don't expect those kinds of bounces, but Hunt alertly getting that one towards the net. At any rate, Goff, nice save there at the end of the period. Face-off coming up now to his left with 41 seconds to go. Face-off is away. It's into the corner. Oaks spins away from pressure. Schuler trying to separate him from the puck. It squirts up the boards. Keeper from the point holds. Back to center we go. Riptide control. Lloyd trying to work this over the line, but good positioning from Petersburg breaks that up. Freed up back through center. Petersburg in. He's got Hunt with him. Oaks first to it in the corner, though. At least breaks up the play. Hunt's trying to get it up front. He does! Schuler scores with 2.9 to go in period number 2. What a pass there from behind the net to finish on that one. And, oh boy, that's going to give the Riptide now a 2-goal lead going into the final frame. 2.9 to go here, period number 2, as we get set for the draw from center. Face-off is away, neither team winning it cleanly, and that's going to do it for time in period number 2. So, Diplomats score more goals in the second period than the Riptide had. They've climbed back into this one, but it's still Riptide with a 2-goal lead. We'll be back right after this with period number 2. I'm going to see if I can pet that dog again. Stay tuned. It's FMA Hockey. All right, folks, welcome back. We got period 3 coming right at you. Early shot on there by the Diplomats, saved by Neeson, and they're wasting no time getting back into the action. So, let's see, what did we have? First period was Riptide 3, Diplomats 0. Second period was 3 goals for the Diplomats, 2 for the Riptide. So I think what is it? The coach says as long as you can win each period, you'll win. You win the game, or whatever. Which I think would be true, but somebody that's better at math than me will have to actually crunch the numbers or whatever. Because you could lose one period by 17 and win the other 2 by 1, and not win. Kruger out of the corner for Floyd. He scores! Marcus Kruger with just such impeccable vision, finding Floyd on the back door, and Floyd sneaks that one in past the pad of Neeson, and that's an early goal for the Diplomats. That one comes at 14:25 in period number 3, so we've got ourselves a 1-goal game once again. From center, Leisring wins the draw, back to the point for Kiefer, up the boards, Steinbach. Steinbach and Wheeland battling this one free. Far wing side, trying to find Floyd, or excuse me, Haast on an angle. Instead, it's stolen away by Kari. Kari charging in right towards the net. A shot, pad save Goff. Puck into the corner. Flagged down by Kari. Sees Kiefer at the point. Slep reads it. Almost able to get it free, but tangling up with Kiefer. Won't be able to catch up to him before Kari does. He sets up here, back to center. Cornett and Wheeland tangle up a bit. Puck bounces into the Riptide end. Both teams tangling up for it behind the net. Play into the far corner now. Kiefer sends this one down. It's off the skate of Schuler. Back the other way to center, looking for Steinbach. Instead, it's past his reach. Cornett will send it down. He finds Wheeland. Cornett in. Wheeland a shot. Pad saved by Neeson. Puck loose around the boards. Recovered by Floyd. DD for Cornett. Cornett a drive, but off the skate of Schuler is taken the other way. Here's Petersburg with speed. Petersburg all alone. Cornett racing in. Petersburg in. He shoots. Goff with a big save, stacking the pads. Holy cow, what an effort there on Petersburg. Goff up to the challenge, and that preserves the, keeps his team to within 1. Face-off coming up now with 12:41 still to go, final period. Up is away, it bounces around, tipped out front, and one's to the far boards. Trying to work it free. Oakes comes away with it. Heads up ice. Blowing a tire is Bjoralt. Oakes all alone. Oakes trying to work to the net. He shoots. He scores! And a delayed call coming. Well, Billy Oakes on the goal. And that'll tie this one up at 5. Time of the goal, 12:20, period number 3. The Diplomats, again, are having that problem where it's hard to count to 5. I mean, you could play with less than what you're allowed, but it sure puts you at a disadvantage. Corner right out front, looking for Schuler, and Schuler scores. So the Riptide wastes no time coming back, and they restore a 1-goal lead. Time of the goal, that one 12:09, and that makes it Riptide 6, Diplomats 5. Something tells me neither of these teams is done scoring in this one, though. Still 12:09 left to go, period number 3. Face-off is away. It's poked back to the center. Schuler recovers. Up ice, looking for Hunt. Coming loose to Kari. Kari a drive, and that's just a bit outside. Works back to center all the way down. Hunt and Kari will chase it down short of the end red line. No icing. I don't think it would have had enough momentum to reach anyhow, but back to center we go. Tipped by Hunt. He'll hustle after this one. So does Sievertson for the Diplomats. Played around the boards. Olsen tipping it to center. Malloy knocking it into the offensive zone. Sievertson out of the corner. Pronchnow. Pronchnow does not know that he's offside, but that gives the Diplomats time to set up. Back to center, tipped in by Steinbach, tipped back out by the Diplomats. Bjorl now working in, still offside is Pronchnow. That's a silly rule. We should just get rid of that. Right out front, cleared away by Haast. Can you imagine people just camped out right in front of the goal, either side, all the time? Malloy sends this one back down, taken away by Oakes. Billy Oakes setting up here, tries to play it off the board. Instead, it's deflected by Pronchnow up and into the player bench. From right out front, here's Cornett from the point. Shot, rebound, loose, and still loose. Finally cleared away by Malloy. 10-20 as the puck's out of the corner. Back through center, here's Billy Oakes. Oakes weaving in. Played up the boards, back to center. Kruger will hustle to get it. Goff out of his net to play it. Steinbach with a look, blocked by Kruger. Nice effort there by Marcus Kruger. I know Goff had come out to play that. Steinbach had a lot of net to think about, but Kruger getting big and making the block.
Because the next game starts with
Petersburg through center. Shot on, save Goff. Shot on another way. Played out by Neeson after the blocker save. Kari working it back to center ice. Back to center, and we'll get a penalty, I think. And we're going to take Petersburg to the box. What's happening? Oh no, it's a stoppage for equipment. Equipment stoppage, sorry, false alarm. There's Oakes up the boards and around. Dumped back into the Diplomat zone. Oaks will fire that one off the glass, and back to center he finds Sled. Sled charging in, trying to weave through two defenders. Can't quite split the D. Instead, it's flicked back to neutral ice by Malloy. Oaks recovers again. Sitting up here, he tries to work it for Sled, but it's off a couple sticks and taken away by the Riptide defense. Weisring sweeps this one into the offensive zone. Riptide out of the near corner. Both teams tangling up for it here. Puck free now for Olsen. He looks for Sled far wing side. Sled in. He's got some space. Here's Sled. Sled working the net. He shoots, and a big pad save from Neeson. I don't know that any of the Diplomats saw that didn't go in. I never saw it go in. I saw it careen out and into the corner. The Diplomats, for some reason, are acting like it went. Maybe if you sell it hard enough, you can convince the refs that it had gone in. It looked clearly like it hit off Neeson's pads and out. Someone will have to rewind it and then tell me what happened. Go back real quick. You can hit pause and then you can join us back again. Are you back from the past? What happened? We're in the future now, so you got to catch me up on what happened. Face-up is away after the non-goal, down to 7 minutes left to go, period 3. Semifinal round. One of these teams is going to advance to the championship, and that'll be on Wednesday night here at Shields Arena. Offensive zone. Kruger puts a shot on. It's tipped and off the end glass. Now out of the corner. Bjorl tries to work it free. It squirts loose to Petersburg. Petersburg for Steinbach, far wing side. Pass a bit airborne and hard to flag down. Instead, Steinbach it is, blocks Quinette's pass. Centering right up front, Prunch now, but off the heel of his stick. Sliding it towards the net. It bounces around the boards. Tipped away to center. Here's Kruger now. Offensive zone. Here's Marcus Kruger. Trying to weave around a couple defenders. Kruger. Puck knocked off his tape. Siebertson. Into the zone. Olsen. Shot on off the stick of Kari. It's into the corner. Narrow angle shot from Floyd's off the side of the net. Bjorl pokes it around the boards. Kari stepping into support, finally knocking the puck back to center. It bounces free to Petersburg. Petersburg in, offensive zone. Hunt right up front. Weak shot, though, and Goff able to get a glove on that. Face-off is away. Diplomats clear to center. It's a 3-on-2. Here's Sled in. Wheeland and Audette trailing. Centering pass tipped away by Malloy, up and into the air. Petersburg shot. Narrow angle, though. It kicks to the far wing. Schuler putting one towards the net. Save Goff. Rebound loose. Wheeland collects it. Works it up the boards for Oaks. Oaks through center. He's got Haast with him. Offensive zone now. Oaks a shot. Save. Neeson slept near wing. A shot. Another save. Neeson. And he'll get a glove on that for a whistle. Face-off coming up now with 5:20 still to go. Both teams set for the draw. Wheeland trying to work it free. Does. The blocker save from Neeson after the shot. Oaks from the point. It's wide. It rattles around the boards. Cornette pinching to hold. Whelan tries to work this one towards the net. Finally able to, but Neeson with a glove on that for a whistle. And that'll get us a face-off here with 5:01 still to go, period number 3. Shot on blocker save. Neeson glove down by Kari. He finds Steinbach through center ice. Josh Steinbach charging in, delaying. Cornette with a sweeping stick check, trying to knock that free. Finally, it comes loose to Whelan at center. Whelan is shot, glove down by Neeson, and he'll squish that against the ice for a face-off. 4:39 still to go, period number 3. Face-off is away. Malloy's got it after the face-off. He'll float it back to center. It won't have enough steam on it to be an icing. Back to get it is Cornette. Turned over. Steinbach works it free. Good stick there by Cornette. Breaks it up. Here's Kruger through center. He's got Floyd with him. Kruger in. Back for Floyd. Floyd a drive. He shoots. Pad save Neeson. Rebound off the end boards and around. What an effort there by Neeson. And the puck sent all the way down. This will be an icing. And that'll take us back to the Riptide end. I think this is our first icing in the third period, at least. Anyway, our tradition is that we tell you about Urban Toad Media during the first icing of a period. I don't remember if we've done it or not, so get ready. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. Face-off is away. Played on the boards. Haas holds at the blue line. A shot blocked by Steinbach. He hustles through center. Severson back defensively. Steinbach in, weaving, delaying, trying to get it across for Leisring, but just out of his reach. The Diplomats trying to poke it back to center. Steinbach recovers and will dump that in. We'll go off for a change. Fresh legs coming out for the Riptide. Severson sets up here, plays forward for Whelan. Offensive zone. Whelan right through the crease with the shot, but it bounces off the boards and around. This one worked free back to center. Haas has it, trying to work it up the boards. Bureau's battling. And it comes back the other way for the Riptide. Severson forward for Audette through center. Whelan recovers a loose puck. Offensive zone takes a look. Whelan a shot, but it's blocked by Kiefer, and that one's up and into the glass. Riptide recover. They head through center, led by Petersburg. Petersburg a shot. Stick saved off, and that's up into the safety netting for a whistle. Face-off coming up now with 2:47 still to go, period 3. Face-off is away to the point. Keeper spins away from pressure. Here's Oakes in. A shot, it scores! Billy Oakes finds the back of the net, and that's going to tie this one up at 3. Time of the goal on that one, 2:33 in period number 3. Here's Hunt out of the far corner, drops for Petersburg. Petersburg is shot, blocked by Slett. Out of the corner, Hunt flicks it around the boards, chasing it down, Schuler. Schuler trying to set up here, stolen by Slett. Heads up ice, Kari chasing him down. Here's Slett, a shot, saved by Neeson. What an effort there, Neeson. So, face-off coming up here with 2:11 still to go. Period 3, all tied up at 6. Shot on by Oaks, sends up a bit wide through a bunch of traffic. I'm not sure Neeson saw it. At any rate, back to center now. 3-on-2. Riptide in, pass across for Hunt. Just out of his reach, though. Back up ice. Here's Quinnett off for Audette through center. And it's just offside. Just a touch. So, face-off coming up here with 1:51 still to go. Period number 3. Kruger in, getting it for Floyd. Out of his reach, though. Floyd working it towards the net. Save Neeson. Kruger a drive. Another pad save Neeson. And they'll get a glove on that for a whistle. So that'll set us up for a face-off now with 1:40 still to go. Period number 3. Face-off is away. Hunt works it back to center. Schuler, far wing side. Schuler in, trying to find a centering pass. It doesn't connect. It's taken away by Floyd. Petersburg spins right through the crease with a pass. No teal, what do you call it? Powder blue jersey. A diving block from Sievertson disrupts that pass. It's finally doinked back to center, and the Riptide will have to set up again. Worked into the zone by Petersburg, sent right back out. Ahead for Floyd now. 2 defenders back. Floyd a shot and an easy glove save there for Neeson. So with 1:04 still to go in regulation, we'll get a face-off here out of the Riptide zone. All tied up at 6. Slett off the face-off, tied up on the shot. It ends up wide from the point. Oaks working in. His shot again tied up. That one rattles around the boards. Quinnett will work the puck down low. Wheeland hustles after this, as does Kari. Kari comes away with it, trying to spin away from pressure a second time. Wheeland trying to work it free. It's off the glass. Oh, Doug. Or Nick. Dang, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. That looked like it hurt. 33 seconds left as Quinnett chases this one down from behind his own net. He'll get it forward for Audette. It's floated to center. Kari recovers. He'll punch it back into the zone. Riptide have to delay to avoid the offside. Quinnett now out of his near corner, back to center, looking for Slett. Floyd into the offensive zone. Floyd in, a shot, pad save Neeson, 11 seconds. Kari and Floyd behind the net. It squirts free to Slett. 8 seconds left, puck loose, backdoor, Floyd a shot, that's wide. Here's Wheeland, now out front. Oaks a shot, sticked away by Neeson, and that's the buzzer. 3 periods, 45 minutes isn't enough to do it. We're going to go to overtime to settle this one in the first game of semifinal conference action. We're taking it to overtime. 5 minutes up on the clock. 6 goals aside. Oh, mercy. Here we go. Faceoff is away from center. Malloy controls up ice into the offensive end. He delays, looks for Steinbach at the point. Steinbach a drive, blocked out front by Kruger. Puck loose, and Goff is going to get the mitten on that one for a whistle. Faceoff coming up now with 4:48 still to go. Final frame. Final frame. Well, I guess not. It could go to another overtime shootout. I don't know. That's what's terrifying about baseball is like baseball could never end. It's just possible for both teams to be terrible and for it to go on forever. Here's Oakes in, sliding it around Malloy. Oakes weaving just wide of the net. Oh, he was able to get a backhand attempt on it, but it was just wide. Oakes' a shot, he scores! Billy Oakes with the overtime winner. And the Diplomats will advance to the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey Club Championship on Wednesday. But don't go anywhere, folks. We got a whole other game coming at you tonight. It's going to be the dangerously handsome Secrets team taking on the Reavers in what should be a great matchup. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back in just a few moments. It's FMA Hockey.